been ready. I was ready. Since you were late, I was readjusting some stuff. But I was ready. I was on before 7.
And we're back.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
Yeah.
everybody out there in radio land. Welcome to Plus Up Podcast.
You hear me pretty good? You hear my mic?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mike.
Pretty good? Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me. Hey,
Ooh.
while everybody jumping on, go hit that like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about us. Anyway, we appreciate y'all.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
What's happening? Oh man, just staying dry, dude. It's been raining like a cow pissing on a flat rock all day. Mm-hmm.
Yep. It sure has. It started. Well, it hadn't. It started about 4 o'clock here, and it's raining.
Dude, it started probably 1 o'clock this morning. Hadn't stopped really. I mean, like little breaks, but not really.
Yeah. Y'all have any tornadoes?
Not that I know of. We've had some bad ones here, but not in recent years. I hope not, because heck, I've got my little family in the camper this week. We stayed at the farm because we got so much ball stuff going on, and hell, they'll save us about a 30-minute drive one way. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be in a tornado in a Transcend.
Yeah. A camper might start hovering.
Yeah, it might become mobile.
Yeah. We got Dakota on. He says that he's got that red, white, and blue squirrel hat on. He's having to whoop all the women off of him with a broom handle. Men only over there, he says.
Yeah. Wait till he goes to Murray. Wait till he goes to Murray and goes to the keg.
Ooh. We got Blake on over there at the LBK hideout.
Yeah.
In Kentucky.
Honorary LBK guy.
Yep. I heard they look like Deucey over there. They got so many dogs tied out.
Oh, they over on Puppy Mill Lane.
Oh no. Those Spike, he's a lucky man here lately. He's putting them out there.
Yep. Slinging them, huh?
He's slinging something.
Are they hunting Spike this weekend? Surely not. If they're breeding dogs, right?
I wouldn't think. I mean, Wade might be.
Dude, I seen him breed Diesel in between rounds.
For like $100
out in the parking lot. No, it's like 500. Yeah, in between rounds.
Yeah,
it would win. It'd still win.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
just red one on the porch. Yeah, that's some free puppies.
You take a picture of it, so that irks me a little bit. The dog porn that they post all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
They don't post it. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not. When I say they, I'm not talking about LBK. I'm saying people.
Yeah.
They post the dog porn all the time, and I'm like, these dogs are DNA'd. And I'm talking about like on the NSD Facebook page. These dogs are DNA'd. Why? Why are you? You don't have to post that. Like, if they're DNA'd, you know they got locked up.
Yeah, I agree with that. I guess that was a thing back in the day, and people just keep doing it.
Yeah, I think it's silly. Although I took a picture of one last week.
It's dumb. Well, look at your camera roll.
But I did not post it. Not yet. I might.
Yeah.
So my female come in heat, and you look at the progesterone test, and she needed to be bred right then, and like just logistically. With the Willie semen, I could have done it. Like it was going to have to be lined up just perfect. I could have done it, and dude, I had like an epiphany. I was like, I'm half a showstopper Kennels.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was, like always have been. maybe I need to be a better kennel partner and
Yeah.
and promote some of our own stuff. So I went and bred my double bud female uh, to Romeo, 2-time junior world champion, junior national champion, Hall of Fame.
About
I don't know
60
what
days
all.
out.
Yeah, so I did that.
Are you starting a list?
Yeah, probably. I nah. So this is breaking news,
Breaking news.
hot off the press. Uh, so yeah, I'll do a list and probably on these. And I haven't done deposits in years. Like back in the day when I was raising a lot of pups, I would do deposits, and I got to where I wasn't because I just had so many people wanting the dogs that I didn't need a
Mm-hmm.
deposit. It's just a list. But I might do a deposit on these. I won't keep a couple, uh, sell a couple. Just depends on how many she has. But I'm pretty pumped about it. I wish she'd have came in heat a little sooner. Uh, so the pups would be like a year old next year at this time.
Yeah.
They're going to be a little young to put in the junior world next year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but hell, you get almost three years in NSD.
No, for sure. I like yeah, for sure. It's just not next year, most likely.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. It's just hell. I guess you got to breed when you got to breed. You
Man,
know, but
I'm getting messages right now.
are you
Yeah,
really?
yeah, Tyler, you can get on the list. I got you, player.
Tyler's already on the list.
Yeah, uh, Tyler Prater.
Tyler Prater.
Mm-hmm.
He's wanting to be part of Showstopper Kennels.
Yeah, or it could be Prater. It's Prater. But you're on it.
First one. Breaking news. I like it. Uh, Speaking of hunts, what about JPI?
Mm,
You called it, didn't you?
what about it? Hey, dude, I told you. I told you, Dottie's a bad bitch. Yep, she's
Apparently.
man. I've seen her siblings go. I know what she is. I know how she's bred. I know what kind of squirrel dog she is. Now, I don't think I ever hunted with Dottie,
Yeah.
but I know where she come from. Know what she is. And I know she's a squirrel dog. You know, Mr. Danny Williams knows what he's doing when it comes to breeding dogs.
Yeah. Good Lord. We got to put something on that desk.
Well, so I can't show you this. Like I'm too embarrassed, but uh, thank you, Dakota. I got a crystal ball here.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Shane called it. Dottie. So she's at Danny
she
Wilkerson's?
what? No, Danny
Williams.
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 Yeah. Danny Wilkerson's from Louisiana too. Both of them are. But Danny Williams is the Williams Bud
Mm-hmm.
line of dogs, and I don't know exactly how she's bred. I think she's had a rooster, and that Tyler Tyler Ashbury would know exactly. But maybe that Hurricane dog. I can't remember if Hurricane was male or female. Anyway, she's half Walker and half Feist, but the Feist had some hound in it too. But essentially,
Yeah.
she's probably a little bit more. She's probably like 5/8 hound, probably. But let's just say she's half. Like her daddy, I think is Rooster, which is Feist size. I've measured him a bunch. Uh, he could get under that wicket just right. But
He stretch out.
man, hey, the way he's his natural stance. Hey, dude, I seen dogs over 18 inches at the withers, and Rooster's head would be that much higher, taller. He had like a long neck, but his natural stance at the withers, he kind of slouched.
Yeah.
Like I measured him a bunch several times because like back then we had to measure it every hunt, and he measured every single time.
Hmm.
And he's a good dog in his own right. But man, when Mr. Danny made that cross, like they're super nice.
Yeah.
They're world class.
Apparently, I mean, she's
Mm-hmm.
won what, a world hunt, a USDC world hunt, and now the JPI.
Yeah. Oh, her sister won a world hunt too.
That's
I
pretty
think
good
Rachel's
cross.
her sister. I think Rachel's her litter mate.
Really?
I think.
Okay. I got you. I think I saw where they won 40 something thousand with her. And Toby Fikes and CS come in second.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? Did you
I
watch the video?
did.
Yeah.
Man, I did.
It
Yeah.
was on Kane Stream on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
He had all the JPI. We had the semifinal and the final live, and Ashton Hall helped out. So pretty good. And then John Perkins knockout coming third.
Yeah, I think so.
So pretty good
Yeah.
day for them. I heard Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
I heard. Well, I ain't gonna say it. I heard Jeff had two of them in the Calcutta. So pretty good day weekend for Jeff Allen too.
Yeah. Oh, well, hey, so tell me this.
Yeah.
On the Calcutta, you got the first round, and it's, 500, 500, 500, 500, 550, 550, 550, 550, 50, 50, 50. Come on, don't be scared, homie. 555, 600, 600, 600,
Yeah.
600, 550 to Cody Moreland. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say first round, you
Mm-hmm.
bought Gunner
Mm-hmm.
for $1,500. You run him up.
Wouldn't happen, but okay.
Okay. And he doesn't get through the first round. So then they have a second round Calcutta.
Mm-hmm.
And I buy him. And you're like, I ain't spending any more money. I buy him
Mm-hmm.
for 500 or whatever.
Yep.
And then he gets in and then he wins the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do we split that Calcutta?
The way
Because we both
I've heard is the second entry, even though it's the same dog, it's like a new dog. You're hunting for a new
you just
spot.
lost. You just lost out, right?
You lost. You bet on the right
Dang.
horse. You just didn't bet on the right round.
Yeah. I got you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm.
I've asked that question, and that's what
Will
I
that
was
make you
told.
sick if you spent
Oh
like a
my
bunch of
god.
money and your dog didn't get in, but then somebody else bought your dog and or
Oh,
a
dude.
dog or the dog that you bought, it didn't get in. Then somebody else bought it the next round and it went all the way through and won it, and they won $20,000 or something.
I mean, it's hard to be upset about it, but I would probably be sick at my stomach.
I probably would too.
Because I had a good feeling about the dog winning the whole thing. It's just,
Yeah, like I knew I was right. I knew it.
I guess that's the price you pay. I don't know. Like, I didn't
Yeah,
see.
so I just didn't understand how the Calcuttas worked. Like, so back in the day when I was going to the chicken fights, they had a thing called a mystery pool.
Yeah.
So on the on the scoreboard, you have everybody's entries. Let's say you have 50 entries. It'd be 1 through 50. So the mystery pools, they would put the number in an
Mm-hmm.
envelope and seal it up, and they would do like 1 through 50, and then you'd pay $20 or $50 or however much the mystery pool was. Say $20, and they would you'd buy an envelope and you'd open it up and you'd have a number. It might be somebody that's really good, or it might be somebody that sucks. Uh, it's just whatever. But then if they went, if they won the Derby, they went 5 straight or whatever, and they're the only
Mm-hmm.
ones that won, you would win the mystery pool. And I always thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I
Like
like
it,
that
it,
idea.
it adds, like something else to the hunt.
Yeah.
But as far as the Calcuttas, I'd never been involved with like an auction type, so I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I mean I like the idea of the auction. My problem is the more I watch them, the more I feel like I'm poor. I saw some people that Samuel
Well,
Green's like
dude.
500, and he'd be doing the 500 or whatever. By that time, nobody
Mm-hmm.
say nothing. He looks over there and he said, somebody said something. He said, "What'd you say?" And he said, 100. And he said, "That ain't gonna work. 300." And then and then he go
Yeah,
from there. But
yeah. I like it when it gets in a bidding match and one of the guys is hollering, "Help!
yeah,
Help!" Like
yeah.
pretty fun.
So
It's entertaining.
it is, and I like the ones that try to be secret about it. I went when I was dating my wife. We went to an auction.
Oh, well, they'll do like this right here. Yeah.
We went to an auction, and I'm sitting there, and this I can't remember what he bought. It was some like an antique something, and the auctioneers, going back and forth. And I'm kind of looking around, really not me. I ain't been to many auctions. I'm looking around, not making eye contact with the. I don't want him to think I'm. So I'm kind of looking, and I can't figure out who the hell's bidding. And I look over, and my father-in-law's going, and he was bidding against that guy, but he didn't know he didn't want to know who it was. He's going,
I got you. I
and
got
they
you.
was taking it, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting there thinking, hell, I've been over there, my hand hurting, I'm that's
Yeah. Look,
yeah,
he
hell, I'm
trying
bidding
to
myself up.
yeah, trying to intimidate the other guy.
Yeah, yeah. hmm So
Mm.
it's interesting. I like it, man. I do. I like it. I like the idea of
Yeah.
people willing to spend money on their dogs. I like the
Yeah.
idea of betting on dogs.
Yeah.
I just
I
ain't
wish
got
they
that
had
much
done
money.
the sports cast again, like the Sports Center thing, on the dog where
hmm
I could see, like, or do like a stream like we're doing and put a banner up where you can see the scores or a ticker going across the bot or something.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying the broadcast guys got to do all that stuff. Like that would be hard to do, right?
yeah,
But have somebody entering it, and I don't know, like just some suggestions. Not saying I didn't enjoy it because I did.
don't sound like it.
No, I just maybe I'm
No,
spoiled. Maybe
I'm
I'm
giving you a hard
spoiled.
time. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was nice. Look, last year when they had the whiteboard and you could
yeah.
because
But
Josh
so
and
I
them
would.
read it out. It's just hard to remember on each cast
Well, what if
who
you get
else.
kicked off and come back on? You didn't get it.
That's true.
Uh, yeah. Like I thought, like maybe have like a lady in an evening gown like Vanna White, and she could fill it out and walk through.
They
It's worked for
probably
Vanna. You
ratings
know,
would probably go
um,
up.
that was part of the appeal with prices. Now with the Wheel of Fortune,
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
part of the appeal with Price is Right too. What am I talking about? Good
Yeah,
God.
yeah. We got three S's.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, yeah. But they did you see how many squirrels they treated? They treated a pile of squirrels over at the JPI
Was it 100?
Manchester.
Was it 100 something?
It was a bunch. I didn't see an exact number. I want to. Who knows how many numbers they treat over there in Manchester? Yeah,
I think dude, I want to say I heard there's 100 and something.
I don't know why I'm thinking 124. It might have been how many
So
we
I'm
treat.
thinking 120 something, but I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking it was a. Where can you get them hats at? You can get them from me.
You gonna have what hats are you bringing to the World Hunt?
I've got 4 or 5 different 7 panels and 4-ish, 5-ish different 112
Hey,
Richards and
you need to
112.
send me some I might need some. I need a different color, man. Like
I
green
took a
camo don't go with everything.
yeah. I've got a special edition over here.
Well,
What about white camo?
Oh
It's more of
gosh,
a
I love
river.
it. I love it. I love it. I got a boat. I got a little lake player. Not not 7 panel.
Not 7 panel.
I mean
They
that's
didn't have
slick.
one
That's
in
slick.
7 panel.
I need to see what you need. I'm not. You need to put a squirrel on it. I need to see it.
I
I
don't know if
might.
you're going to see them.
I might send.
I'll
That's
send it to you.
trash.
It's
I
trash.
might. I might get you to send one back with Mr. Hildebrand since I'm not
Yeah.
going to attend this year. It's killing me too. But
Tyler,
I'm
hit
not.
me up on Facebook Messenger. I'll get you lined out on the side. I don't want to put it in here and get all the information and then lose
Well,
it.
Is Tyler going to be at the World Hunt?
Yeah, are you going to be at the World Hunt, Tyler? That'd be a good question. That's a
That would
great
be.
question.
Yeah, it is. That'd save you some shipping.
Yeah. Uh, who's your? Let's not skip over that. That Manchester, Tennessee, the walking and the hunt look phenomenal. I wish they would
They
move
did.
the USDC World Hunt down there.
I
I
wish they'd
don't
move it to
know.
Hazen.
That would be nice too. Or I like the idea of just north of Memphis over there at Brownsville, Tennessee, when it was
Yeah,
right up there.
yeah. Something fell through on that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the details on it, but it was gonna. I heard it was a really good spot to hunt. So anyway, so the pick on the junior and pick on the senior. The junior, they're down to what, the top four?
Yeah, yeah. I can do a pick 'em. Well, you want to do 1 through 4?
Yeah. So you gonna do? Do you want to put your 1 through 4? Or you want to? How you want to do it?
Yeah. Let's see.
Hmm.
I should
I'm,
have.
so
Should
you
have
want me to tell you
screenshot.
the four of them? All right.
I'm
So
fixing.
you got.
I'm fixing to figure it out. I got it. Yeah,
I'm gonna
I know
name
what.
off the dogs in the top four for everybody that's listening and don't know. So in the top four, in no particular order, this is the top four for tomorrow in the NSD Junior World. You got Barbie's Trapper Black. You have M&W Lucy. You have Evil's Blackwater Axle. And you have Shaw's Creek Raina James.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that Shaw's Creek Raina James is owned by Braden something. Braden
Smith.
Smith. Yep, bird
Yep.
dog from South Mississippi out of Masai and China Girl or Masai and Sugar Free.
China. It's Messiah and China Girl.
Okay. Um, I don't know much about the Axel
Well,
dog.
hang on, hang on. I don't know about that one. That might be a sugar-free dog.
I'm pretty sure that's a sugar free dog.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm pretty sure
I
it's sugar
think.
free dog.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm almost positive it is.
Axel, I don't know much about, and I don't know much about Trapper, but Lucy is, I heard, a sure enough dog.
Yeah, I've hunted against her before. She's nice. And she treated 6 squirrels this last round. She had 600 plus.
Yeah, I saw that.
So she's got to be the favorite going in. Got to be the favorite. I'm going to say I got M&W Lucy. Well, hang on. Well, I'll go 4. I'll go 4 through 1. How about that?
Well, it's not going to be fair. I will too. It won't be fair because I'm going to
Yeah. Well, I just don't know the
guess.
other dogs.
Yeah, I don't either. I wish I knew who was handling them. That would help me out on. I don't have a handler name. You know what? I want to say Lance Isaac's handling one of them.
Well, hey, I'm just going to say, how about this? M&W Lucy for the win.
Yeah,
I got her winning the whole.
that's. I was going to put her at the top, but now I heard that Raina James dog looked really good today. apparently Axel and Trapper did also. So I don't know. But I'm a ballpark guess Lucy just because I've seen her
She's also older too.
contend
Like
in
this is
quite a
this is
few
probably
events.
she's probably like this is probably her last go
Yeah,
at the junior.
yeah,
So
and she
I would say she's probably maybe more experienced, been in more hunts. She's been in several hunts.
yeah. So Axel is Lance Isaacs though.
Got you.
Anthony Hammond is handling Trapper. Good to know. So
Mm-hmm.
uh I'm still going Lucy. I hate to say that, but tree six last round, and I heard it was. I heard, and I don't know where it was at in that location, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty even across the board. I heard it was like 20, 25 mile an hour winds. Tree six and 20, 25 mile an hour winds. That's
Oh
pretty tough.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, that is tough.
So that's a junior dog,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm gonna be honest. At what apparently an NSD junior stops being a junior dog at 3 year old, but
Well, three's a little seasoned.
I think there's a huge difference between 14, 16 months and even
100.
24 months. And then you go to 34 months. That's a big, big
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, it
But
is.
that's what the
But
qualifications
but I
are. So,
ain't. Yeah, but I ain't bitching. I mean, you got
yeah,
you got three
I'm not
three
losing it.
go. If the birthday falls right, you got three goes to win a junior world.
No doubt. So I'm not complaining about it. I think it's not bad, but I think it is a big difference. So
I think so too. Well, you get a whole nother season. Like that dog's had 3 seasons.
yeah, and if you get a good birth date on a dog like here in the next couple of weeks, that dog is 35 and a half months old.
Mm-hmm.
So that's handy. You got a possibility of winning the junior and the senior. That ever been done? Same year?
With the same dog, no, no. Oh man, hey,
Hey,
I got to plug my computer in. I don't want the battery to go down. Hang on.
well, mute your phone. Mute it.
I got you.
Anyways, the NSD Open. I don't know who I would pick as far as that goes. When you look at the list of dogs that's going to be there, there is some phenomenal dogs. There, there's not an easy draw up there. Um, I hope I win, if you want to be honest. But I know any dog at the place has got a chance. So it's going to be tough. I think it's calling for good weather. I think storms is rolling in today, tonight up there. It's bringing a cool front. I think it's supposed to be like 36 degrees in the morning. So that'll be good hunting weather. And I believe it's going to be, if I looked at the weather right, in the 40s to 50s in the mornings and up in the higher 60s in the afternoon. So we ought to be able to tree a bunch of squirrels. And hello, Jonathan Butler. But
What's
it's it,
up?
it's lining up to be really good weather up there the next 3 days. And
I
I
thought it was going to
heard,
rain. Is it not?
well, I think that's today and tonight.
Okay.
But there ought to be a bunch of squirrels treed. I was told it looks like a zoo up there.
Mm-hmm. Buds, like those trees are budding out really good. There'll be squirrels at the top of them. They hadn't come to the ground. They'll be at the very top eating them buds. No leaves, just some buds. If you got a good layup dog, he can be poison. Or a good sight dog. I've seen dogs see those squirrels at the top of those trees and
Yeah.
poison. I'm talking about poison.
So So mine will be a week from turning 2 at the LMC World Hunt in 27. So I believe the LMC is still 2 and under, and the NSD Open is 3 and under. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. It might be 3 at the LMC, but for some reason I was thinking it was 2. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Yep. Dakota done got him one of them Dub and Iron Maiden jips. Or it might be a male. I think it's a female. But yeah. Picked it up at the USD or at the UMCA World Hunt.
Yeah.
So I believe it's 2.
I like the junior stuff.
I do too.
Yeah, I like the junior stuff a lot.
LMC is 3 and under still. Okay. I didn't realize that. And but yeah, you got any predictions for the NSD Open?
For the NSD Open, I haven't seen a list on what dogs are there.
Good.
Yeah, so let's see. Today's the last day to enter, and man, I was so close to entering. Yeah, I wonder how many dogs they got. It's usually over 70.
I looked earlier this week and it was in the 40s.
So, yeah, but there was people that hadn't signed up, that were signed up in the junior, but they hadn't signed up for the senior, and they're going to. They just haven't.
I'm looking. Oh, that's eligible. I got you. I don't know where there was about almost 100 eligible. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably not going to have it until after tonight.
Yeah. There'll be some good ones for sure. What do you think about having a female, hunting a female, opinions, with them seeming to all come in the heat, and obviously it's because of weather and time of year and all this and that. But this is a tough time to hunt world hunts with all these gyps coming in the heat.
Yeah, which I like females. As far as comp wise, I haven't hunted a female in a while. Matter of fact, Dirty Dancer was the last female I hunted. You know, if you can get, so they come in the heat twice a year, right?
Yeah.
That's the average. Some dogs come in the heat 3 times a year. Some dogs come in the heat once a year. If you find a female that comes in once a year, like that would be an advantage probably. Especially if you come to heat like in May or June. That'd be ideal. That's just something you got to contend with whenever you're hunting a female. So if you are hunting a female and she's not spayed, I would probably have another dog for backup.
Another female right next to her coming heat.
Well, no, because they're liable to come in heat at the same time. No, which, man, like I've got 2 sisters and they're about a month apart. So one's going out and one's coming in.
Are they going to kill them next to each other?
Yeah. Sometimes they in the same kennel. Yeah. On cold nights, I put them together.
So you double up dogs in the same kennel?
Yeah. If it's cold, I will. They can keep each other warm.
If it's not cold, do you?
I mean, I will. If I I will. I don't have anything against it. Like I don't normally, but yeah, I don't have anything against it. Especially if it's a good sized kennel.
It's weird to me because I think pack dogs, like deer dogs, rabbit dogs,
Mm-hmm.
stuff such as that. I don't understand why. I think it's fine to stick them in the same dog box, in the same hole, in the
Yeah.
same dog pen. But for some reason, I guess a squirrel dog, in my mind, if they get used to laying with each other in the dog box or in the kennel or whatever, like I don't know why it equates to like that, but in my mind, it's like, well, hell, I'll go over here to this tree and see what old Jesse's doing over here.
It may. It may. It might. I don't. It might. I don't think, but it might.
I don't know. I don't know that it would. I'm saying that in my mind, that's seems to
I
be a
think if
dog.
you let one start coming to a tree, then that leads to problems. But I don't know about having them in the same pen together. But maybe.
Hmm. Yeah, I got you.
Leave them in the squirrel pen together. Will make them start packing up, and backing each other, me to them like crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I would say that's a very good point. If you just sit there and let me exercise my dog and turn two or three loose in the squirrel pen, let them sit there and tree with each other for multiple hours. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
if you're wanting to make a comp dog,
not ideal.
squirrel pens are great. Letting one run loose is my favorite. But squirrel pens are great, but not with a bunch of dogs treating at the same time and they're all going following each other and it that's just something you got to break them off of.
Yeah,
And it might take a season to do it, or maybe not. Like you just depends.
yeah.
Hey, I just picked up a Walker Jeep that's 15 months old, had a Trump train and hot rod something. I can't
Yeah.
remember her mama's name. I think her mama's off a Hot Rod Deuce, which is off a Hot Rod Lincoln. Anyway, our daddy's Trump train, which is a wheelie dog.
Mm-hmm.
I think a big winning wheelie dog. I think he won 50, 60,000. No, sold for 50 or 60,000.
Yeah.
Anyway, uh, second time I carried her out, she treed by herself, away from the other dogs, on her own.
Really?
And treed right. Yeah, like I left my dadgum phone in the truck, and I couldn't get a video of her, but she looked good doing it. I'm pretty pumped about that.
So you
I
road
think
hunt a
she's
lot, don't you?
uh during the season I will like to like if I got my kids with me
Yeah.
I will, but I prefer walk hunting. I just when you got a 4-year old, a 6-year old, and an 8-year old,
Mm-hmm.
like they can't walk that far, and I don't want to burn them out on it. So we do a lot of road hunting, and I'll road hunt one to help keep them in shape or whatever too, if I'm limited on my time.
Yeah. Um. So we had a question the other day, and I think you answered it to him, but I thought there might be somebody else listening
Yeah.
and would like to know this information. So if we have anybody new, there's a guy that messaged the podcast that says, I hear you guys talk about different trainers for dogs. I got a 4-month-old grandson of Cadillac Jack and going to High Forest Kennels in Tennessee in their squirrel pen April 1st.
Hmm.
Who are the trainers? I pleasure hunt, but competition interests me. From Kentucky.
Yeah. So Cadillac Jack, that's going to be a feist dog,
Mm-hmm.
most likely. Probably a prickier. Cadillac Jack was a tricolored prickier dog, like
Yeah.
look kind of like a rat terrier. Uh, so High Forest, that's going to be Adam Clark. I don't know Adam. I've never met him in person that I can
Yeah.
think of, but I've talked to him on the phone a couple times. We would stagger our world hunts. He would do an NKC Fikes World Hunt, and
Mm-hmm.
we'd do the NSD uh, Fikes World Hunt. I try to work with him so we didn't schedule on top of each other and whatnot. he's been. I mean, he's been in it for quite a while. He ought to know what he's doing. I don't have any experience with any dogs he's trained or whatever, but getting one started, a squirrel pen is a really good way to do it. And if he's wanting to competition hunt, I would hunt that thing by itself primarily, and then introduce other dogs uh, in a controlled environment when like if it did go to the other dog, you could correct it or
Yeah.
set it up. You know, I like setting them up for failure in a controlled environment when I can correct it.
Hmm. And I mean, I like hunting dogs with other dogs. If they can hold gun pressure, they can hold dog pressure for sure.
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
a good one. We had another one. If we're talking about some stuff, and I
Let's
don't
talk
know.
about it.
So, I haven't actually asked you this to let you think about this. So it says, just okay. So let's get some of your ideas on the podcast. So, one hit wonders. What are people's thoughts on a family of dogs that continue to produce several generations down the lineage versus the ones that had a superstar and not one of the litter mates turned out? Is some of that because they didn't get the opportunity in the right hands? Um,
So there's a ton of factors into that goes into that. Uh, Most people don't stick with a family at all. Can you hear that?
oh, right, yeah. Mhm.
It's storming outside.
I got you.
Like something just fell on my farmhouse. Uh, I
If you blow it
don't
away
guess it
like
was
the
a
Wizard of Oz, then
yeah
we'll have to cut her
yeah.
short.
uh, Anyway, yeah. There's a ton of factors to that. So like most people don't dedicate their lives to one family of dogs,
Hmm.
and half the people that do don't necessarily know how to breed.
Yeah.
Um, like breeding is an art. Like genetics is a science, breeding is an art. A lot of times you'll have a dog that's a superstar, and something happened to their litter mates. Like they went to pleasure hunters, one got run over, caught one as a puppy, and there's just a ton of stuff. Like like a lot of these dogs aren't necessarily coming from like a comp dog
Hmm.
family. They're coming from a squirrel dog family. Like especially in like a lot of curs and fights like that. So like Gunner, for instance,
Hmm.
uh, like he's the hottest thing going right now as far as like a mountain cur. And his litter mates, like you've heard they were good or what, but the people that ended up with them didn't promote them or campaign them. It doesn't mean they're any less than him or whatever. They're just somebody that's got a squirrel dog, and they
Hmm.
want one squirrel dog. They don't care about a family. They're not trying to campaign it and or whatever. Um, yeah, a lot of the one hit wonders might not even be the best dog in the litter. They're
It's just
just
they got out
this.
hunted and
It went
promoted.
with a yeah. It went with the person that promoted them.
Yeah, I agree. And man, there's so many factors that come into play, and I'm sure there's so many nice dogs that could compete if put in the right hands. They never get the opportunity, and I'm sure that there's some that compete. They probably nice pleasure dogs. It's just whatever floats that person's boat. But at we've talked about this, but at what age are you deciding whether you're going to make this a comp dog or you're going to move on.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking about that when they're 6 weeks old,
Well, I get
and
that.
and if I don't think they're going to be what I'm looking for as a comp dog, then they get sold as a pleasure dog.
Mm-hmm.
Which I haven't sold dogs in a long time. I've just been raising one here and there, and I'll have some, like I'll have a litter every once in a while, and I'll raise a few and maybe sell one or two or something like that. But I'll have them here on the farm, letting them run loose. And if something happens to my main dog, I'll have something I can start hunting.
Yeah.
And if,
Well, let's go pull one of these out the woods out here.
And if nothing happens to my main dog, man, they kind of get wasted.
I get it. I mean, you're probably not walking to them trees, are you? While they're running loose?
No. I don't even live up here, so I don't even know when they're treeing.
Classic Megatron. Ain't that what happened to him?
Mm-hmm. Him and his brother.
Here you go. Here's your breeding question. Would you breed a Mullins Feist to a blue tick cur?
Is that
a blue tick or a cur or a blue tick?
No, I think that's an X. So I think it's a blue tick cur cross. Yeah, like it depends on the Mullins. It depends on the blue tick cur cross. If they're a real tracky dog, like a lot of blue ticks are tracky.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a real tracky dog, I probably wouldn't. But if it's high headed, sure. You don't know until you do it.
If you're wanting to stay if you're wanting a competition hunt, I would find out how big obviously take that in consideration, the blue tick cur.
Well, I mean, you can hunt them in open hunts.
Well, I said
Dottie,
in the feist.
Dottie just wanted a JPI.
Yeah. Oh, I said in the feist.
Yeah.
If you want to stay in the feist competition size.
So if you want to stay feist size, you can take a Mullins female, and even if the male's big, you can artificially inseminate her and have feist size pups. I did it.
I was also told that you can just not feed them as much and they won't grow as.
I don't know. I don't do that.
I don't do that. I'm saying I've heard rumor.
Yeah, I don't know, and that's probably some bullshit, But it maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it'll stun them.
I've heard tales of people doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can hear all kinds of stuff from the feed store. A father daughter cross is the best, but a mother son cross never works. And like that's just anecdotal stuff that somebody's told them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. It just depends on what you're wanting out of it. Hey, Dakota. Y'all know anything about the M&W Lucy dog? That's in the NSD Junior. She had 600 in the second. I know she come Dean Wright bred her, and I know she's a good little score dog. But I don't know how she's bred. I know she's got some hound in her, but I don't know how she's bred.
I've seen her name a good bit. Did she do good at nationals? I can't remember. I want to say she.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she's a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a contender.
I'm trying to think of who won the junior nationals. Because for some reason I thought she done well in it, and I might be wrong on that. But yeah, every time I've seen her name, she ends up doing pretty good in the cast. She's won several casts. Let me put it like that. Who owns that dog? Do you know?
Dean Wright.
Oh, he does. He's okay. I thought when you said that he bred her. Yeah, I agree. I keep seeing her name too. So she got to be pretty nice.
She's very consistent. Like goes and trees and likes to have a squirrel.
What do you think about inbreeding?
I'm a fan. Uh, so at one point in time, your Walker dogs are inbred. At one point in time, your blue ticks were inbred. So like all those come from the same family of dogs, and people bred a certain direction. So in like boxers, they were heavily inbred. And now like those dogs have the same traits. And so when you see a boxer, you know it's a boxer. When you see
Mm-hmm.
a walker, you're like, oh, that's a tree and walker right there. Like because it has these same traits. Uh, the Kimmer dogs, super tight line bred. I mean, super. The Mullen, super tight line bred.
No, I'm talking about inbreeding, not line breeding.
It's the same thing.
No, line breeding
Yes,
is
it is.
past first cousins.
No, 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 no,
Inbreeding
no,
is inside
no,
of first cousins.
no.
That's what the genetics
Like,
books say.
uh-uh.
I'm,
Show me,
I'm,
show me,
it's in
show
my
me,
truck.
show me.
It's in my
No,
truck. It
inbreeding
says
line
anything past
in
first cousin is line breeding. Anything before first cousins is inbreeding.
inbreeding and line breeding is the same thing. If it works, it's
Okay.
inbreeding. I mean, if it works, it's
Yeah,
line
it
breeding. If it
works as
doesn't work,
inbreeding.
if it doesn't work, it's inbreeding. It's the same thing. Inbreeding and line breeding the same thing. Uh, I'm a fan. So you go in, it's all based on selection.
Yeah.
If you so some people say, well, like inbreeding, the dogs will get smaller. They could, or they could get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's based on selection. Um, Dude, Jody bred super tight. He learned how to breed through Ed Emerson, which is like the Bill Belichick of pigeons, and that was his mentor. And they bred super tight. Uh, some families can handle tight inbreeding. Some families can't. They fall apart. My philosophy: you breed in until it quits working, then you do outcross.
Yeah. Well, per that book and per the Google, inbreeding is mating of the first degree relatives. Line breeding is after that.
Yeah. Show me in that book.
I'm telling you, I read it today.
Show me in
I'll
the
show it
book.
to you. I don't have the
Yeah.
book,
Yeah.
so yeah, it in my mind. Obviously, I've always heard and I've not experienced it. It brings out the good traits and the bad traits. So if there's a bunch of stuff you don't like, you're doubling up on
So
them traits. Your opinion on that?
just breeding dogs brings up good traits and bad traits.
Yeah.
When you inbreed, so like you got these genes that are heterogeneous. So like when you get these pups, some come out big, some come out small.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're starting to line breed, and you to get the genes homogeneous.
Mm-hmm.
So that means a dog's got 20,000 genes. Well, it passes 10,000 of them. Well, those genes, you can think that that's 20,000 different colors, and you like marbles, like 20,000 marbles of different colors, and you put 10,000 in a bowl, and you take 10,000 from the female and put in a bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the makeup. Uh, what you're trying to do is to get those colors lined up so those genes are homogeneous. So like in the tree and walkers, that tricolored, the way they're built, their ears, their mouth, all that is those are homogeneous traits. So that's why they're lining up. That's why, like those dogs pass that too.
Yeah. So I agree. Blake Bourne wants to know what the book I'm reading is called. How to Breed Dogs.
Yeah.
It's the
Where'd you
one
get
that
that book?
Shane's always referring to. He sent it to
So
me.
all the better breeding books that I've read, they all reference this book. So I
Mm-hmm.
bought that book, and it's good too.
It's
It's
good.
really good.
A lot of stuff that is way over my head, and some of it's a tough read, and some of it really interests me. So
Yeah, and you're probably going to read it multiple times
yeah.
to comprehend it on some of it. And uh, this guy's responsible for breeding over 2,000 litters
Mm-hmm.
of pups. He made breeds of dogs. He made all kinds of crosses with long haired dogs and short haired dogs. He made a family of bullhounds, which was uh, bloodhounds and the bull terriers crossed, and made a family of them to hunt men, to manhunt. Um, like an extraordinary man. Is uh, his last name's Whitney. What was his name? Was it Elroy Whitney? You
Something
can,
like that.
yes, or E.L.
Yeah,
Whitney.
I'll Google it.
Anyway, you can get it on Amazon.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's good.
but that's so like my breeding philosophies. I started reading on this and studying the genetics for years, and the people that I followed, like Jody Mullins, they had the same philosophy. Not that they like he didn't read it out of this book. Like he learned it from a pigeon guru. But genetics is genetics, and having a
Leon
good
Whitney.
eye. Yeah, Leon Whitney.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have a book that he wrote previous to that book that talks about breeding people and talks about eugenics and like Hitler wrote him a letter, uh, like applauding him on his thoughts and uh, his philosophies on eugenics. Uh, Hitler actually got some of his thoughts and philosophies from America.
Yeah.
But it also talked about sterilizing people too. Like they sterilized a whole region of people and I'm not kidding. They sterilized a whole region of people in Georgia. Like they would, like doctors when they would do a checkup on a lady, they got so good and proficient at tying their tubes that they didn't even know.
Dang.
Yeah, it was like several hundred people, and I think it was in Georgia. But anyway, they talk about having fairs. Is what the beauty pageants are now. But they were like at the state fair where they bring the bulls out and they're like, oh, that's the good bull right there. I want to breed it. They done the same thing with people too, and they would match them up and mate them up.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
that was back when people were. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? What you're talking about?
In the 20s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was
This was in the
yeah.
yeah. This is in the 20s.
Okay,
They
that's a
talk.
little after the time I'm talking about.
Oh, this book, it has a section of cows, horses, sheep, chickens, humans. It's got a section about breeding everything.
Yeah. So Brian Hartram and Highwayman won nationals, junior nationals. I remember that now. And he
Yeah,
was in
yeah.
the second round today, so he got put out by.
Mm-hmm. Is Highwayman at a game over?
I don't know. It's a good question. Brian Hartram always handling a hammer, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
He figures it out. Figures out a way to win.
He's a good beagle guy too. He's won a bunch of stuff in beagles. in
Yeah.
the rabbit dogs.
He won world hunting coonhounds.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He's won a world hunt in the squirrel dogs, a world hunt in the coon dogs. He's won,
Hmm.
uh, I think he's won some stuff in the beagles. Yeah,
He's won
Brian.
some big stuff.
Brian, he does it. So let's see here. Who did, who put out, right here we go. Where's Highwayman at? Highwayman got put out by Axe today. Evil's Blackwater Axe. It was Highwayman, Evil's Blackwater Axe, and LBK Buster. LBK Buster is D. Patton's dog out of Romeo or Messiah.
Romeo,
Yeah, I heard he looked good
Romeo
the
and
first time.
Cleo, I think.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
want to
The
say that
Romeo Cleo, that's a half brother sister cross.
really. So I did
Hmm.
see the scorecard. Highwayman on that cast 3 this afternoon in that wind. The Highwayman had 200 plus, 100 circle. LBK Buster had 200 plus. Evil's Blackwater Axe had 240 plus. I don't know if he had any circle, but
Yeah.
so they treed 2, 4, 6 squirrels on that cast. Junior hunt, the win. Pretty impressive.
Hmm.
So yeah, yep. Highwayman got beat by Axe, and who did we say was
Today.
today?
No,
Today,
no,
Nationals he won.
yeah, Nationals he won, Stephen.
Who's Did we say that Lance Isaac was hunting Axe, or is that
You did.
yeah? So good one. You decided you wasn't gonna make the trip up.
Not prepared. I'm not going to enter a competition. I mean, if it was here at the house, I would, but I'm not making that. I'm not making that drive.
Yeah, was it 8.5?
Well, I mean, if I stop for get gas, which I would, it's a 9 hour drive. And I just know, like, I mean, if the stars and moon align, I could win the whole thing.
Yeah,
But I just know I haven't put in the work, and man, the drive home with that much regret is not worth it. And there's a lot of stuff I need to be doing here too. So
I'm curious if this year
I'm
is going to
going.
be different than last year, where I and no offense to the people that made it through the first round, but most of the people
Yeah,
I knew didn't make it through the first round.
yeah. Everybody we knew got beat in the first round.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was like, "Dead gum, there ain't a single person I know make it through the first round hardly."
Yeah, yeah. I think the best I've ever done was fifth. I think I got fifth. I think.
I done fifth in 24, or technically it was 25, because
Uh,
no, it was 24, 24.
I think mine
Yep.
was 2020. I think, but yeah, I'm gonna punt and come back strong next year. Uh, Super strong. Maybe even with the junior dog.
Yeah, gonna be pushing that
Hmm.
showstopper stuff. And
Yep.
you've got her sister that's going to be coming up in heat for long, don't you?
She should be coming in heat in a couple weeks.
You gonna make the same
So
cross?
no, probably not. Yeah, I don't know. I might breed Megatron to her. I might I might breed Messiah to her. Yeah, I don't know. I can breed Willie to her, but like I think I'm gonna promote and push our stuff instead
So
of going out.
I've got a buddy that just won the Mojo semen on that raffle. That
Oh
what's his
yeah.
name?
Hey,
What?
he wants to make some tree and curs.
No, he he's he hunts Walker dog, female, and it is a coon dog. But
Hmm.
he told me, he's like, man, I won that semen, and I'm like, what? He said that wheel that he raffled off that semen. I was like, He said, I said, what are you gonna do with it? He said, I don't know. Hell, I thought I was I thought I'm all gift on the swag bag or whatever that they
He thought he wanted a gift card or something. It
he
turns
thought
out,
a t-shirt, a t-shirt and a hat or something with not the semen. So
well, hey, let's talk about that. Scott Eagle, like he's had 3 raffles here lately that has got my attention, man. Like so, he raffled off a super female, like,
bread.
but by all accounts, top 5 in the country, and has proved it, backed it up. Bred with a belly full of puppies. Uh, I can't. Was she bred to Mojo
Yeah.
or Rodeo or which one? Which
Or
one was she
what?
bred
Back
to?
up. I don't know.
I don't
That's
know either.
she was
But
some out of there.
yeah, raffled her off, and there's no telling how much money he made on it. Uh, then raffled off a mixed bred pup, a half English, half Walker that was going 7 months old, hammer, wrap, and then raffled off this semen out of a super reproducer, like he's got it going on.
I think I'm gonna raffle off a pup here for them.
Oh, watch out!
I think I'm gonna raffle off one of these Gunner and Penny puppies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy one from Chaz, and we're gonna raffle it off. See if we can get us a little motion stirring over here on the Plus Up podcast.
Yeah, let's do it.
Be
We
the
can.
first
Hey, we can.
LMC litter on the ground at a Gunner.
Yeah, I love it. We can auction it off. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, got a 100, got a 100, 100, 150, 150, 150, 200, 200, 200, 200.
Have a bunch.
Yeah,
When you hit the like button, it goes up.
yeah.
Or put the money sign or something. Yeah. No, I thought
Hand
about doing that.
signs, hand signs.
I didn't think about it. I am going to do that. I'm going to buy one and be the first LMC pups on the ground off of him, and they're at a
Yeah.
Little Jack and a jukebox. They go back to Little. They're at a Hawk, which is out of Merle Seeley stuff,
Yeah.
and on the bottom side, they're line bred jukebox. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
That should be some hammers.
Well,
Hammer time.
I'm going to keep one out of it. I'm excited about it.
Mm-hmm. You keeping a male or
Yep.
female?
I'm keeping a female, just because I know Chaz had mentioned he wanted to keep a female. I don't know that there'll be enough females. I'll probably buy a male from him, and they'll be USDC registered, NSD registered, LMC registered, OMCBA registered.
I like it.
So
So you'll be able to go anywhere. Hunt anywhere. Pick your poison.
yeah, that they would bring more, but for whatever reason, and I don't understand this, I don't know that they would bring more. I think the only reason they would is because the ones that are out of that cross right now are doing good. But the problem I've got is for whatever reason, I feel like in the treeing curves, you're trying to sell to a select individual. Mostly, I would say competition hunters. And
Yeah.
OMCBA or LMC or whatever you want to call it, the mountain curve side of it, people want them for pleasure hunting, competition, whatever. And there's just a bigger group that's interested in purchasing that brand of dog.
It's a bigger market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, that them three letters that's LMC, which means it's more than likely OMCBA if they're colored up right. And then you put the USDC on there too, on them papers for the puppy programs. I guess they just sell like hotcakes for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do it.
So I feel like with puppies, I feel like your full blooded fights and your full blooded curs probably sell a little better because they're more appealing to the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Started dogs, I think your tree and curs uh, sell just as well or maybe even better.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I was
Cause
just
you,
going off of the idea
yeah,
of before I ever got into competition, knew what competition was. I knew what an OMCBA dog was,
yeah.
or
Or
a
you
fight.
probably didn't call them OMCBA. You probably called them mountain curs.
That's exactly what I called them. But I knew about the
Yeah,
OMCBA.
you're correct.
I didn't know about the NSD. I didn't know
Right.
about the
Yep.
UMCA, USDC.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't
they
know about
hadn't been. Yeah, they hadn't been around there as long. You
yeah,
probably knew about a Kimmer dog.
herd of Kimmer or mountain cur, and this the general. You know,
Mm.
I won't never.
It's a bunch of Kimmer dogs in Louisiana. A bunch.
And I've
Or
told this
used to
multiple
be.
times on here, but my brother-in-law, growing up, I was with one of my best friends. Growing up, he lived across the road from me. All I heard about was Mountain Jackson, Tennessee Maximus, Tennessee Maximus, Tennessee Maximus. I guess he just won a world hunt or won something. And he's getting a dog out of Tennessee Maximus, and it has to be all brindle if it has any white, and he's not interested. It's just that
Yeah.
like like anyways. And now he gives me a hard time because he still likes all brindle dogs. And I told him I like 2 feet on the tree. You give me that, and I don't really care. I mean, I obviously want a decent looking dog, but I bought an
Yeah.
ugly dog to begin with.
Yeah. So yeah, he turned out to be good looking, but yeah, you lucked up on that. That but yeah, hey, like starting out, I didn't give a shit if it meowed on a tree,
Mhm.
as long as it treated squirrels. But now I'm very particular. I'm on what I like and what I want.
You're so particular that you don't like brindle dogs, and you hunt a brindle dog.
I got one. I mean, I got.
You're so particular, you really don't like brindle dogs, and you hunt a brindle dog.
Yeah. Well, he
I'm
made me like him.
I'm gonna tell you, I and just because I guess the brindle dog was the one growing up that I looked at as being a mountain cur, and that kind of caught my eye. But the more I go, I kind of like something that's a little different. I like a black and white dog or a black with chrome. That really stands out to me. And
Glass eye. You like one with a glass eye?
they stand out to me. I don't necessarily like them, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't. They kind of. I don't like it at all. All I can think about is some Catahoulas, hog dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
that's just my personal opinion. But I don't like that. But I like something different. I don't know why I like that black dog. A black with white chrome. They're
I
good
like
looking
a
animals.
what? I like a black and white dog. That's what Traveler was.
Mm-hmm.
Ringneck dog. Those red dogs look good to me too, but I haven't had a red or yellow dog that I hunted in a long time.
And there's so many variations of colors on Brennel. You got light Brennel, dark Brennel,
Yeah, and
like
I'm
a cream.
I like Megatron. That's kind
Mm-hmm.
of a red or brown. He's like a brown red Brennel.
Yep.
But he would look better if he was black with a ring neck and a white chest and white feet.
Yeah. So I'm surprised Dakota didn't get to buy that yellow dog that Ducey got. Did I tell you the story over at the UMCA hunt about the
Yeah,
yellow
yeah, yeah.
dog? So I was sitting there and Ducey was like, had, he looked like he was at a yard sale or something. All these dogs tied up, him and Max. I think they just brought every dog they had in the kennel. But we're sitting
Well, they probably, they've been to Uncle Earl's a bunch too.
there. It looked like I kept telling them it looked like First Monday out there, which is in Ripley, Mississippi. It's like a big flea market, you know.
Yeah. Like
But
on Parvo Alley.
Parvo Alley,
27,
yeah,
27 puppies, 3 of them
yeah,
sick.
yeah. Two of them's already dead in the box over.
Yeah. Let's
No,
kick
they
that
wasn't
one out of
dead.
the way.
But anyways, we were sitting there, and I was like, it's like, man, that's a good looking yellow dog. And it was like, yeah. And it was like, you remember that white dog that Bert had on the internet that he was selling? And I said, yeah, that almost white one. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I know it. He said, well, it turned out to be that color. I'm like, really? So, like, that's the sibling turned out to be, it turned out to be that color of that sibling right there? No, that's the dog. And I was like, so you bought it from him? He said, no, that was my pick of the litter. I said, well, I thought Bert was trying to sell it. He said,
Well, he had him for sale. He had him for sale a couple of days ago.
so, yeah, I don't know if they had a deal worked out to where he was going to sell him for Bert or sell him for Deucey or what, but
Well,
he turned out to be a yellow, and that's also intriguing to me. How a dog can look one way as a puppy, and once they're
yeah,
grown,
a lot of times they'll change a little bit of color. Like I've seen several of them, like be real dark when they're born,
mm-hmm.
and then lighten up as they get older. Now I'm not talking like be frosty face. I'm talking about at a year old they're just a shade lighter.
Yeah, it's it. Well, mine don't look nothing like he did as a puppy, and thank God.
No, he's got less rental. He's got less rental on him now than what he did when he's a puppy.
Yeah, and he was ugly as sin,
A good bit less, probably. Yeah.
and a good bit
Yeah, he
ugly.
was a little. Now, hey, that might have been what happened to Gunner. Like he might not have been fed right, so that's why he's that size.
So,
So
so,
you might have answered your own question.
so my Jip I got right now, Max Bonnet, he likes to call and give me a hard time, and he said, "What about your Jip?" And I said, "Savage." He said, "Savage." Who the hell come up with that name? And I said, well, that's their name. And he was like, why? Why would the hell would you name that dog Savage? I said, my daughter named that dog. He's like, huh. And I said, she named Gunner too. He said, damn, she got any more names? I was like, no, we fresh out over here, Max.
That's funny.
So, yeah, yeah. If y'all want any names, I'll get my daughter to come up with them. It might be Sparkles and Tink Tink, but I'm selling names over here. Guaranteed the
Mm-hmm.
tree. Guaranteed the tree.
Oh man, my girls, Hazy, she comes up with that dog name is Bubbles. I was like, no, it's not. It's not named Bubbles. Yes, it's Bubbles.
Oh, well, the wildest part about that whole ordeal is when I got that dog, I was not intending on keeping this dog, and
Mm-hmm.
I was going to keep the male. That was my pick of the litter with the male, and I had both of them there, just raising them because Harlow had like 4 or 5 at his house, and I was like, I'll take 2 to keep each other company, and I'll raise the 2, and once they get up, whatever, 3 or 4 months old, I'll bring one back, or I'll bring the female
Mm-hmm.
back, and she was the run of the litter. And I had him at home, and I'm trying to figure out a name for this boy. And my daughter's holding this puppy, and she's like, I'm going to name her Savage. Can I name her Savage? And I said, Pepper, that's not our dog. That's not our dog. Well, can I call her Savage? I said, I don't care what you call her, but I'm just letting you know that ain't our dog. Well, lo and behold, I ended up
Yeah.
liking her
It
better, and
is your
now
dog.
she's Savage. so
Yeah.
I had zero intentions of a dog being named Savage. And
I call her Savvy. I call her if
yeah,
if I was called, I'd just call her something different.
yeah. It's funny how things work out because I had zero intentions, and now she's Savage. and she's turned into a nice dog, and now I've got a dog named Savage, and I really don't like that name.
Yeah. Hey, dude. I wish I'd named Megatron something different, but I didn't. I could have, like, he's out of false prophet. Like, I could have named him, non-profit or something
Oh,
cool. But I didn't. Named him Megatron, and wish I hadn't have.
yeah. I like nonprofit.
Yeah, I got a pup named non-profit, but I don't know if he's gonna be what I want.
Yeah. Ooh, I just thought of another one. And I'll say, man, I'm gonna put this in my phone here in a little bit, and I'll forget all about it. The amount of names I've thought of that were good that I can't remember again for the life of me
Dude,
because I
I got to
don't.
run an email, and every time I think of one, I put it in my email and I send it to me. Send it to myself. I've
Oh,
got a couple hundred names in alphabetical order.
now that was a great idea. I've got on my notes, and after you told me about being in alphabetical order, I went back and put them in alphabetical order, and ironically, good tip, pro tip right here.
Pro tip.
I had the same name about 3 times in there. I guess I thought of it 3 different times, and I didn't have them in alphabetical order. So it was like up here, it was down here, and it was even farther down the list. So once I put them in alphabetical, it eliminated some of them. So yeah, Dakota, you better put them in alphabetical order. You're gonna forget you have that name in there. It's gonna be in there about 5 times. But what about the extreme elite nutrition you got in the background?
Uh, yeah. So that's a buddy of mine at Extreme Dog Fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Dotson owns it, and he sponsored several of my hunts that I had here. Back when I would, try to have big hunts and whatnot, and we give dog food away and everything. It's a great dog food. Uh, I fed it periodically for years and still feed it. It's just I can get a better deal on it if I go to Magnolia than what I can. They sell it at Brookshire's and they sell it at a country store over here pretty close to us. But I can get a better price on it if I go about 30 minutes north. Uh, they sell it in several places in the street. They sell it all over the place, but it's a good feed, real good feed.
Are you currently feeding it?
No, because I don't. It just depends on when I'm in Magnolia. So if I'm in Magnolia, yes, I will get a bag of it. Uh, I've been feeding sport mix to my kennel dogs, but I usually feed Victor to my the dog that I'm competition hunting and my
Mm-hmm.
puppies. I usually feed them Victor usually, but um, but every time I go to Magnolia, I get some. I will buy some extreme dog fuel because they got uh, a place there called SNS Hardware sells it,
Mm-hmm.
and they got a headbanger prices. He
Headbanger
helps them
prices.
out because the feed's made local, so he lets them feed it there.
Yeah. Been reading Extreme Dog Fuel 2420 for a couple of years. Good
Mm-hmm.
dog food. Speaking of dog
Right.
food, this is a good time to change directions, but stay in the same lane. Whoever wins this weekend, the senior NSD World Hunt, will be qualified for the Joy Super Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
Wade,
fed Joy for a long time too. It's a great feed, but uh, when Jared Hughes quit selling it, I quit getting it.
yeah. So Wade Grassfoots and Cane Stream Media put on the Joy Super Hunt. They take the OMCBA winner, which was Daisy and Bo Dooley, and they're going to take the NSD World Hunt winner, and they will take the USDC World Hunt winner.
They should take the JPI winner.
Maybe 4
and
if they did that.
and the UMCA winner, World Hunt winner.
I mean, I'm not going to argue it, but because that
and
would be
the
me. But yeah, that'd be
and
5.
maybe the WTDA World Hunt winner, or maybe the Nationals winner, something like that. No, just I do 6. I do 2 3-dog casts and have a 2-dog final.
I like that.
And televise them.
So I haven't seen much while we're talking about the WTDA. I haven't seen much about their hunts. Are they having hunts? Are
I
they
don't
hosting
know.
hunts?
I don't know. If they are, they're not down here.
Yeah. I was just curious. I saw where they was considering having a Feist World Hunt at their World Hunt. I just didn't know if.
Ooh, I heard.
Okay.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know if it's true or not. Uh, I didn't even hear this from a reliable source, but I did hear
You didn't hear it from
next.
a reliable source?
No, I did not.
Well, so you just heard something.
I did, but I heard it at News and Rumors. You decide on which one it is. But I heard at the Nationals they have a cur hunt, right? LMC.
Yeah.
They have a Feist hunt, right? NSF. I heard they're going to do a hound world title. Not national, but the LMC World Hunt,
weekend.
NSF World Hunt. I heard they're going to have a hound world hunt and a tree and cur world hunt at the same, all 4 at the same time.
Is that breaking news or is that breaking rumors? Breaking rumors.
So I would say that's a rumor. Jimmy didn't tell me that. I haven't heard it from Jimmy. I hadn't even talked to Jimmy about it. I have no idea if that's true. It's a good idea, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I haven't heard it either.
So if you're hunting, an LMC dog, you got OMCBA World Hunt you can go to. You got the LMC World Hunt you go to. You can do the Open NSD. You can do the Open USDC. You can go to the UMCA. You can go to the UMCA. If you're hunting a tree and cur.
The 4 NKCs. Hang on, you left that out.
Well, they only had 2 this year. 2 worlds.
Yeah.
On the same day. But there's no hound, in the NKC. It's cur and Feist only. But if you look and see what wins, it'll be like hell. They look like a Walker dog with a bobtail. But
yeah,
it's not a hound, which is silly. But anyway, it gives your tree and cur guys and your hound guys another world title to chase.
Is it going to be a world title?
I heard it was. I'm not assuming, but I heard it was.
So you can take that for what it's worth. I've not heard this. This is breaking news.
I wouldn't go to it if it wasn't a world. Yeah.
I like it. I mean, if it did happen, it would get more people there. It would get.
Do what? What'd you say?
I said I like the idea of it. I mean, it would get more people there. I haven't heard this, but I think it would be a good thing if we could get going. They're already gonna be there at the hunt for LMC and the Feist.
Right.
Well go ahead and
right.
Put some more dogs on wood.
Yep, that's right.
So
I agree. I love it.
The rumor mill. Speaking of, I have 2 or 3 Feist trophies in there this year.
Yeah.
Juniors, I think. The 3rd and the 5th or something. Anyway.
Yeah. You probably got it hung on your wall.
No, it's actually sitting by Waylon's TV. I saw him tonight. He's got him sitting there by his TV on the shelf like he want them.
No, that's the way Hickson is. He's got all his rings set up.
Oh, man. So, speaking of this, I've obviously got trophies and plaques, and I got more trophies and trophies in the house and stuff that I've won. But Waylon and Pepper last year, we was going to the Tornadoes. Yeah, you got plaques and trophies. I see that. But we was going to the tornado shelter, which is at Mom and Daddy's house, and Pepper and Waylon had backpacks on. And I said, "What do y'all got in y'all's backpacks?" They had two things. Pepper had three. Pepper,
Cheez-Its.
no food.
Okay. No, no,
Both of them
no
had their
Skittles.
tablets. Both of them had their
Okay.
tablets.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Pepper had
Necessities.
her home run ball that she won in the World Series when we won, and she had every ring she owned that she's won in softball. Waylon had his tablet and every baseball ring that he won. So I about died when I saw that, and I was like, "What are y'all doing? These all $5 rings, that they win at these
Yeah.
tournaments,
Yeah. I know.
and that's their valued possessions." Which I guess I get it. I mean, I got plaques hanging up. They earned them from playing ball and winning.
Well, yeah, it means something to them. Hey, I'd rather it mean something to them than not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if y'all know it, but I've got mine hanging up. Have you ever noticed this?
Hmm?
This is our World Series. We went and won the Dixie Youth 8U softball World Series, Hatley, Mississippi. We went over and went undefeated. We played Texas, Louisiana, South Carolina, uh, Alabama, Georgia. We went over and went undefeated and won the whole thing. Yeah, World Series pitcher. I didn't strike out but 2 kids the whole tournament. So
And nobody gives a shit. That don't
I
have
know,
anything to do with a score dog.
I know. Look, champions, man.
Yeah. Breeding champions.
Yeah, first place, Fairview, Tennessee. That's when
Mhm.
what's his name was up there? Hey, another squirrel dog guy was up there. What was his name? He had his 2
You're
boys.
brushing out. Yeah, you're brushing elbows with Tommy Carroll.
Yeah, Tommy Carroll was up there. Hey, he was up there.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty cool event. But anyway, yeah. We got any questions coming in here? Joy is the way to go. Yeah. So, you got any other topics you want to hit right quick before we knock off?
No, sir.
I think we put in a good hour and a half.
I'm good, man.
I'm leaving out in the morning, headed north to Kentucky. I'll be there about lunch. If they need help on the finals, I'll help on the finals. If not, I'll be there to congratulate the winner of the NSD Junior World. We've also got a side-by-side, our 4-wheeler hunt coming up that's sanctioned by the NSD and the USDC World Hunt. So, a few more left to go in this hunting season. Keep your dogs ready. Till next time.
Mm-hmm. Peace out, everybody.